Three new things surface that you have to do to really get your EIDL loan approved in the new phase. This is LALATE. Hope you are good and safe and having a great week so far. Thanks for tuning in. As always, like and subscribe to this channel and drop your comments below, and we may feature them in tomorrow's recording. And please hit that bell on the front of this channel when your host looks like an extra from Miami Vice. And shortly we'll be getting all 174 of your EIDL loan questions, but later at the 9-minute mark, we're going to be really detailing shocking new developments about the EIDL loan that we didn't see coming. These are totally new. So you really need to follow these three new rules of what you need of guidance to get your EIDL loan approved if you are new applicants in the May or June portal. Finally, what's coming up later today, we are delivering the EIDL grant video at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, talking about getting your grant money. EIDL Loan returns with her scars to detail new policies at SBA that you need to follow for your EIDL loan. And we have three really exciting second stimulus check videos about new programs and new loans that you haven't heard anywhere else until here. So let's get to some of your 174 EIDL loan questions from yesterday's taping. Corey Wright, please don't ask our Godfather in heaven why he blessed you with a grant and a loan. Be thankful you never forget how he blessed you. Well, thank you and amen. Can we have an amen? Douglas Berry, new drinking game. Take a shot every time he says bombshell. You're going to be drunk by the 9-minute mark. You won't even get to my bombshell by then. Patrick Fraser, Javita's processing loans as if she's running for Biden's VP selection. EIDL Loan is on fire this week. She wants to bring scars to the White House. Scotty Tar, update. I got the grant portal on my EIDL yesterday. So yeah, my new May and June applicants got grant money literally overnight yesterday. Robert Henson, oh, that shirt is fierce. Thank you for supporting this channel again, Robert. How am I doing with today's shirt and my Ed Hardy throwback tank top? Amelia Pranta resent my reconsideration letter last night. Finally got the link for the grant this afternoon. First reconsideration was sent 6/9, didn't receive any response. So if you're new to this channel helps everyone individually really get their grant and loan money processed. We have two different types of viewers now. We have our viewers from March who applied for the EIDL grant and loan in March and April, and those of you who applied in May and June. A lot of the viewers from March and April are slowly coming out of not La La Land, which we call Vortex Land, where they didn't get processed for the loan. They want the loan money, they want the grant money, and they haven't gotten any of them. Some of them are really getting moving. So if you are new to this channel and you are a March or April applicant and haven't gotten your grant money, you need to follow through with a loan processing portal and get that either a denial or an approval. Either way, you're going to get grant money. To learn how, watch tonight's grant video. Cruz Juan this morning saw PJ Top, love it. Shirt tonight, love it. I've never been denied. I've never received an email nor a letter. I'm a March 30 applicant. I contacted SBA and they asked why they hated me. The lady says it's not true. So Cruz, I would really, Cruz Juan, I know your situation. Viewers, listen to my description for Cruz Juan. He is a viewer who is a March and April applicant. He has gotten nowhere on his loan, so he can't get his grant money. I think he got a grant offer overnight, though, I think in one of the updates, but he can't get his loan processed. So what I've recommended him to do initially was to contact his senators. If you're new to this channel, loans are getting processed for March and April applicants by senators intervening at record numbers. It was a bombshell we delivered last Thursday, and senators who have stepped in, with the exception of Cory Booker, Kamala Harris, Ted Cruz, Marco Rubio, who are all hot mess and should resign and are absolutely no good for their constituents, have done nothing. Other senators have done wonders, and they've gotten the loans approved overnight. But in the case of Cruz Juan, he's in a state where he has a bad senator. So what does he do? Well, some of the viewers of this channel have actually contacted EIDL Loan directly, and not me, but the real EIDL Loan, and she's done wonders. So despite our shadiness about her scars, she's done wonders. So Cruz Juan, you might want to consider that as well. They've emailed her and gotten their loans approved overnight. Paulette F., I was an April applicant, just got my grant this morning. So have you gotten your loan yet? Harris Danko, thank you. I finally received my grant. This channel positive energy encouragement, give me motivation escalating. You know, if you're new to this channel, thank you, Harris. Harrison, what this channel does is we give you the true and the bad. So we'll tell you something's bad. We won't just feed you good information or snake oil, but we get people processed. Well, our purpose is to get you loans and grants processed. So if you have a particular problem, whether you're a new or old applicant, please drop in the comments below by 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow, and I'll try to answer it in tomorrow's recording. That's what we do here. Keith Johnson, what is Javita's email address? It's in a lot of the comments. It's also on Google. Lupe, and if anyone wants to drop in the comments below, help Keith Johnson. Lupe Lopez, hey, Sunday I emailed Senator Ted Cruz, asked for help. This morning I woke up to an email from his office. I got a $1,000 advance in my bank account. The email was addressed to me personally and said they're making efforts to request and initiate an inquiry with regarding my application. Ted Cruz is helping Texas. Wow, it's only been like a week, but maybe Ted Cruz has finally woken up. He initially was a viewer of this channel back in early part of last week. I don't know, maybe he went on holiday last week, end of last week. But that is great news. So thank you, Ted Cruz. And I saw I called you out 10 seconds earlier. Michael Ramirez, got my EIDL loan, $23,000 into my business bank account. Now I'm going after the remainder of my grant money. Just kidding. DT Outwell, correct me if I'm wrong, but I read the EIDL loan starts accumulating interest immediately upon receipt. You don't have to pay it during the first year, but it's rolled into loan payments. No big deal. However, I really don't recall. We haven't done an EIDL loan and terms and conditions video for a while, but here's the most important one that viewers know and understand. If you're new to this channel, oh boy, I'm giving you a bombshell right away. You're collateralized over $25,001. So if you default on the loan, they're going to come and take your assets. Just such a wonderful thing to say. So a lot of the viewers of this channel have negotiated the loan amount down to $24,900. That is the token number of this channel. I probably should make a T-shirt. I'm worth $24,900. The T-shirt to say. So yeah, and there's two things. One is if you've already signed the loan documents, they're not allowing you to change it. So I'm sorry. You can get back the loan if you want. Second, if you've not signed the loan documents, negotiate it down right away. Jason Matthews, love the work you do, LALATE. We finally did get an email from the grant portal. Followed your steps for reconsideration, and bam. So if you're new to this channel as well, if you got an EIDL loan denial for a March or April application, you need to write a reconsideration of contesting the denial of the loan. You actually have to write that letter. It's only a one-page letter, but in there say, please give me my grant money in a respectful way, and they will send you a portal invite to get your grant money. And I'll detail that more in tonight's grant video. Ernie Terrell, I got on again today in my ride share of 13 drivers for of my 17 workers. So I will get the grant or even a $23,000 loan. Congrats. Regino Cano Gonzalez, wondering what time it is for reconsideration after filing agricultural by accident. You don't need to do. Well, that's a strange question. So if you applied as an agricultural, I'm going to say ag now and then because it's shorter. If you applied as an ag in May or June and were denied, SBA is now processing you under the current portal of June. So you don't need to do a reconsideration or denial. If you haven't gotten that email yet, call SBA because that's their current policy. If you don't know more about that, watch Javita later. She'll detail that for you. I mean, I will detail that for you. Just saying. I was waiting for my loan to be processed, but when I logged in the SBA account, it so declined. It was still processing. I didn't even get the docs to sign. Not sure what's going on. So yeah, that's the way it works. If you're new to this channel, let me explain. When you get an EIDL loan offer, it'll say, hi, here's a portal invite, go in and sign in. You'll go in, you'll see the loan offer, you'll either accept the amount, you'll negotiate up, you'll negotiate down, but whatever. When you eventually accept and you press accept, then it gets routed back to SBA. They're going to do another hard credit pull on Experian, and at that point, they're going to either accept or deny you. So a lot of viewers that are new to this channel think that just because you get a loan offer, you're going to get the loan. No, they deny a lot of you. They deny a ton of you. And it's not quite clear why there's actually a loan offer just to deny you. Now, some of you actually get a denial without a loan offer at all. So Madhouse Fifi, great shirt. Oh my, so handsome tonight. I'm saying that nice and loud. I'm going to say it again. Oh my, so handsome tonight. Not vain here at all. I just started a side hustle making Weebo shirts. I'm going to get an EIDL grant for it. So she just started a side hustle, and we know who says side hustle. I mean, that's not normal English. That's realtor English, and she's gonna start making Weebo shirts of it. I call it Weebo, by the way, Weeboo. gonna get an EIDL grant for it. Congrats. Hope to meet you when you're in jail. Meet me in jail. With the purple background. Eileen Prouty, TV. I applied in early April, was denied in May. I did get reconsideration in June. Should I continue to wait a little longer? I did reconsideration June 6th. No. So if you've done a reconsideration, this is what happens. Basically, you'll get an email back that says, hi, we got your reconsideration. Thank you so much. If you don't, you need to send it again. You're going to get that token chain email. Then they should start asking for documents. So one of my viewers, I think it was Cruz Juan, they weren't, or it was Paul Ryan, they weren't given the next step. They heard nothing. And so I said, you got to pester them. Finally, they started saying, hey, start giving me some documents. When they start asking for documents, they're them processing the reconsideration. That's good. That's what you want them to do. What I'm telling you is you get those documents ready. You get all financial documents from 2019 ready, and you need to study for me right now because I'm going to detail for you the importance of certain things. I'm going to get to that in 1 second. Narami Paneni, my application is independent contractor still processing as a grant and loans are paid to my C corporation. I don't know what that means. John Nay, hell, I got $10,000 deposit yesterday for my EIDL advance loan without sending any documents. Is this the grant or loan? Can I use it for anything other only for my business? So if it says in advance, it means it's the grant. So you obviously indicated you had 10 employees or more. Congratulations. This is not the loan. So you're going to get a separate offer thereafter. Before I get to James Anthony's question, let's hit the bombshells. All right. So there are a couple of things I want you to absolutely do right now because this is going to determine your ability to get your loan. What's at issue is the following. A lot of you are new applicants. You are new EIDL loan and grant applicants for May and June. And I assume you want the loan, so that's why I'm saying this. This may not apply so much for my March and April, but I just want to tell you what the current policy is. The current policy is that SBA is asking especially for independent contractors. This is mean people who applied under their personal name for the EIDL loan and grant process. Your 2019 tax return, Schedule C, and potentially the entire tax return. So I know what you're saying. And you know what I'm going to say is you're going to say, I didn't do my 2019 tax return yet because I didn't have to. There was an extension granted by the IRS. Well, here's what I'm saying. Do it right now. Do it right now because they're going to be asking for it. And if you say, I haven't done it, I didn't have to do it, oh, they're going to just deny you. They're going to require that document because they've already started requesting it. People who applied for the EIDL grant and loan yesterday under independent contractor were immediately contacted by SBA asking for their Schedule C for the 2019 IRS tax return. So if you don't have it ready, if you haven't filed it, oh boy, it's just holding out the process. I mean, you'll either get denied or you'll just, you'll go into another vortex. You don't want that. So please do your 2019 tax returns right now for the business of the individual that applied for the EIDL application, whether it was March, April, May, or June. Please do it and get it filed. The reason is why they're going to ask for it. And I think I did a video on this a long time ago. I think it was almost our first week of April 25th. I said, please get those on file because they likely will ask for it. Well, guess what? They are absolutely asking for it right now. Second thing I want you to do is, and this is, again, if you're new to this channel, we all love football. We all love college football, but we don't like when Jovita Light moves the goalposts, and she's moving the goalposts again. If you have your credit score locked, unlock it right now because Jovita Light is contacting I was going to say she's contacting me for better theme music. But no, Jovita Light is contacting people who just applied yesterday who had their their credit score locked, saying, hi, unlock your credit score. I can't run a hard pull. As you know, that was not an issue a few weeks ago. It is an issue. So you're not going to get grant or loan money if your credit score is locked. Please unlock it. Third, and the most important thing, if you watch my incredible tear-jerking retrospective special about a week ago about Adam, our truck driver, I want you to do what he did because it's even more important now. Adam watched this channel's videos for over a month and understood the importance of credit scores and getting loans and grants processed. Now, grants are processed irrespective of your credit score. I want to make that very clear, that loans are not. Loans are dependent upon your credit score. And so what he did was he got his credit score up. What I want you to do is the same thing. If you are a new May or June applicant for the EIDL loan or grant and you want that loan money, I want you to start getting your Experian credit score up. If you're a March or April applicant and you're still pending, if you're still pending, as that viewer was just a second ago, he says, I got denied after I was processed. If he had been getting his credit score up in the last 30 days, he may have gotten approved, and I'll tell you why. You need to go to Experian and you need to see if there's things you can clear up. I had a lot of viewers yesterday who said that they have been doing what I've been telling them, and they've been getting their credit scores up 50 points in just a few days. I mean, that's incredible. That's a make or break, 50 points. If you want that loan money, this is a make or break that will get you that loan money. So you can, one, be getting off anything where SBA did multiple hard pulls. Experian will take that off. Two, get anything that's an adverse entry on there that you think is completely incorrect and you can dispute. The way you get these things off of Experian is you call them on the phone and you also go on their online portal, but absolutely do it on the phone. Remember, this is Experian. If you're new to this channel, SBA only uses Experian Advantage 3.0. It doesn't use FICO. So that's the only company they use for credit pulls in determining your loan amount. And if you shout for FICO, all you're going to get is Mitch interrupting my recording with his helicopter again, as you just heard. So please get that Experian credit score up because it'll get your loan amount approved. If you have questions about that, please drop in the comments below because we haven't heard a lot about what Experian's doing. I've had a couple in the last few days of great news. James Anthony, hey, LA, remember me? I do. So James Anthony was a viewer who, if you don't know, loans can be denied for 3 different bases: credit score, unable to verify information, actually 4, did not suffer enough economic injury, or bad character, bad or lack of good character, the reverse, which is prior arrest or convictions. So remember me, I was officially denied due to my healthcare fraud arrest 2 years ago. I was offered $150,000 after they did my background check. They asked about my arrest, originally denied me today. Then they officially denied me today. I'm so upset. I really need a loan in the worst way. I'm sorry, James. So he was offered $150K. I don't know if they denied it James, tell me why they denied it. Because they may have denied it because that's a very big loan amount. I mean, that's a large loan amount. I mean, I would have dropped it down to $24,800 or even lower just to get it approved. You want to do a reconsideration right away, James. Grandma Ducky, love the info, adore the shirt. Well, thank you. Aliyah Sanchez, I haven't gotten my grant yet. I applied April 6th. So you need to get your loan processed. Mr. Orlando, to help the other viewers, I'm pretty certain your business had to be established prior to February 2020. You do. That is true. Also, there are multiple people now. There are misleading people with their clickbait and misinformation. A lot of people are following their instructions. It's a shame. Anyhow, thank you so much for being clear and transparent. Before I get to Annette's comment, he's exactly right. I'm going to do that in the Javita Light video. I mean, if you didn't see yesterday, when you go to search and you type in EIDL, we are normally number 1 or number 2. We were pushed down because these other channels that don't usually cover EIDL, that cover, credit card, getting 55 credit cards at 0 interest rate or junk like that, sort of jumped in and wrote and did stories about EIDL that are sort of superfluous and not very helpful. Well, some of them are really, really incorrect. And so they sort of jumped in there to start sending you all this incorrect information. I got to tell you, having done this channel since April, my OGs will tell you the same thing as well. Do not do the EIDL application incorrectly because you will really have problems fixing it. There's one thing about SBA, they don't fix things very easily. It's not like, you call them up and say, hey, can you fix that? Oh no, sir, they just don't fix things that easily. I mean, hence the purpose of this channel. So please don't do it the wrong way. And if you're new to this channel and you're hearing something like, oh God, I'm glad that you came here, and I have a feeling I'm going to be fixing everyone else's messes caused by other channels over the coming weeks. I'm here to help you, and I'll be doing that. But please just turn off those other channels because some of them are just so wrong, they're going to not get you what you want. Really happy you're doing so well with the grants and loans. A lot of news today. Good news was too. But LALATE, honey, I'm your biggest fan. Was there anything you said about VETS, SSI, or SDI? Thank you for the info you've done for the PPPL. No. I haven't done anything about that, but please watch the second stimulus check videos. I'll have 3 of them today. Ed Torres. Hey, it's Ed from New York City. I've been watching your channel since late April. I remember Ed, but now things are happening. I have questions. Is the link for the Main Street loan on the FDIC's lender website or on the governor's website? Boy, that was the #1 question. It was because everyone on this channel is very net savvy or loves the net. No, there is no portal. If you watch my Main Street lending video and my second stimulus check video yesterday, and I'm going to do another one today, there'll be a link in there to go in that sends you to the Boston Fed website, where you see information about the program. Also, if you type in a Google search of Main Street Lending Program, it'll send you to that page, the Boston Division of the Federal Reserve. But it's not an application. They don't accept applications. There is no online portal to apply. You have to apply at your banking institution. Who that is still a mystery, and I'll cover that in today's second stimulus check video. Bauer family. I applied April 10th, got the grant May 5th, portal invite on the June 13th, got the portal, got on June 16th, approved. My question with the PPP and the EIDL will show up on my Experian credit score. I'd like to raise my score. My score is 598 and SBA only dropped me by 1 point. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Yes, you need to watch your Experian credit score. I think it's free to do it, and boy, they may pull again, so get ready for another hard pull. Sammy Rovalino, please go over if businesses... Okay, so I saw this question from Sammy in a lot of videos, so I'm going to do it right now, Sammy. Please go over if your business closes, bankrupt, or goes silent after receiving the EIDL money and spent it trying to reopen. So... The EIDL grant is yours, so they can't come after you. You don't have to repay it, so it's yours. You can go bankrupt as much as you love. Now, as to the loan, if you sign loan documents, you receive the loan money. You later, let's go over all these permutations. You later go bankrupt. You have to pay the loan back. 2, you close your doors. You have to pay the loan back. Using the loan money to reopen. Yes, you can use the money to reopen after a lockdown. That's what the purpose of the loan is. But if you, don't meet your financial obligations of repaying principal and interest, they're going to come after you. Now, to the extent that they're able to collect because you're bankrupt, that's a whole other issue. But absolutely, they'll come after you. If you're collateralized, they'll try to go after the assets. If you're not collateralized, I don't know how SBA goes after people when they default on loans, but you will be in default. Faded Polo, what a great screen name. Does the grant portion of the EIDL count into the PPP? I don't know. I hate PPP. If you're new to this channel, I despise PPP. It's just, and I'll say this, PPP and EIDL do conflict. EIDL and PUA do not conflict. EIDL and Main Street Lending Program do not conflict. PPP and Main Street Lending Program may conflict. They're mentioned. PPP is mentioned in the Main Street Lending Program, but I haven't seen the terms and conditions of the Main Street Lending Program. So don't not apply for Main Street because you got a PPP. According to Alex, awesome video, applied in April. I was told I had a duplicate application. Okay, so a duplicate application, we hear this often. But I did not. Then I got an email saying they're going to process my duplicate application, but that was the only application I did. What can I do? I mean, if they process it, don't worry. A lot of people are getting that email that they had a duplicate application, but they didn't. Some actually do have duplicate applications, so they'll do the later one in time. So don't worry about it, so long as they process something. Smoky Mountain Dis. Hell yeah, LALATE. I applied April 1st, received a $1,000 grant, received a loan offer 522. My business is young and small. I don't need to take any more debt. I haven't done anything with the loan offer. You said we aren't getting the remainder of the grant. I need the $9,000. call me naive, but I want to try something before I get to Jason's Jason's comment. No, you're not going to remain near the grant money. So if you and I'll say this as well. I said this yesterday. You have to go through the loan process to get the grant money if you've not received the grant money. So don't sit back and say, I don't want to do any loan process. I just want grant money. You're not going to get the grant money. That's the way Javita Lake works. She doesn't give you grant money unless you go through the loan process. For my March and April people, for the June and May people, she's giving grant money like it's free soda on the sidewalk. She's giving grant money in 24 hours. So I don't know. I mean, that's yesterday. Who knows what's going to happen tomorrow? Maybe it's going to change again. But for my March or April applicants, no, you have to go through the loan process to get that grant money. I'm just going to add one thing. There is some gossip on some channels as to why SBA changed from giving grant as an advance to then grant as something after loan for March or April applicants. Look it up. You'll enjoy the gossip about that. I'm not going to repeat on air. Phil Morgan received an email today from SBA that there was no grant. It was a forgivable advance for your EIDL loan, calculated into the loan, deducted the advance of what you'll get for the loan. Not true. Absolutely not true. The grant is not part of the loan. It is a separate calculation. I can't remember, Phil, if you got approved the grant loan or denied the loan, but the grant is separate from that. Absolutely not. Alana Diaz, hey, I applied 4-4. So she's a 330 Vortex. She applied on March 30th. No, she applied on 4-4. Confirm today. I've not received the grant. I've not received any emails. Reconsideration. Wow, I can't believe the new applicants are getting paid. So you need to contact SBA. In that reconsideration letter, you need to ask for your loan, for your grant money inside the loan amount. If you haven't, you need to do that again. If they're still not, if you've done all the above, you need to call SBA. Lisa, I never received any grant. I applied April 2nd. Got approved this week for the loan. Still no grant. Called SBA and told the grant's coming. They don't know when. Don't worry. It's you'll be getting a portal invite. If you don't see it within a week, call them. It's generally about a week to get the grant after they tell you that. And then a week later to get the funding for the grant. Stephanie. Once we get paid, donate to this channel. We wouldn't have had the success after without LALATE. Yes, thank you so much. This channel has gotten viewers of this channel somewhere between $5 to $20 million in EIDL grant and loan and PUA money that they would not have gotten but for this help of this channel. A lot of businesses have been saved because of this channel. A lot of businesses were on the brink of closing their doors because of this channel. And this channel really took the effort to individually nurture their problems. Some of these were very, very complex situations. Some of them were very simple things, but were administrative and clerical errors that we saw the nuance of how to get them processed. And then a lot of you simply had lost faith, and this channel gave you the hope and inspiration to get processed and get approved. This channel started with March 30th, March 31st, and April 8th Vortex viewers. Viewers are really stuck and hadn't gotten anything, while people that applied later got everything. And so a lot of the viewers have finally come out of those vortexes. We've had to do a lot of strange jumps and hurdles to get people approved, ways that we never would have seen. And some days we would literally jump on a recording and say, do it right now. This is working. And the do it right now started last Thursday when we said contact your senators. Ted Cruz, thank you. Thank you for helping people of Texas. So that contact, if you're new to this channel and you are a March or April applicant and you've got to nowhere, you need to contact your senators. They are getting things done overnight, with the exception of the ones I called out. It's working. Angela Stevenson, I got the grant. Can I get a grant for doing Amazon as well? No, you can't get 2 grants if it's only for you. I didn't get to all the incredible questions because there's a lot. If you have more questions and I did not get to yours, please drop your comments in the questions in the comments below. By 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow, and I'll try to answer them as well. Coming up today, later today, is Javita Lake giving you more details on her moving goalposts and what new rules and regulations you need to know at SBA to get your loan and grant approved. Also, 3 second stimulus check videos with a new, did you hear me? New loan just announced today. It wasn't even announced yesterday. It's not Main Street Lending Program. It's another one. Thanks as always. Please subscribe and stay with LA for more.